Let us have a look at question 17. This is a para summary question and it talks about our ego, right? Our sentient, percipient and thinking ego, the notion of I. And it says that why is it that it is met nowhere within our scientific world? Okay, so the reason is that it is itself that world picture. It's not met anywhere within our scientific world because it is itself that world picture. Okay. Then the author says, but then this is a paradoxical situation because there are so many egos, so many conscious egos as there are number of people, isn't it? The world, however, is only one. So how is it that the ego is itself that world picture? This comes from the fashion in which the world concept produces itself. Okay, so the author now explains that how is this the case then? The several domains of private consciousnesses partly overlap. So the private consciousnesses of various people, their egos, they partly overlap. And the region that is common to all, where they all overlap, is the construct of the real world around us. It is this overlap area is how we perceive the world. This is what the paragraph says. Now, it's not a very easy read, but it's not, I mean, if you look at the options, it is doable because the options can be eliminated here. The world around us is an overlap of multiple private conscious egos. This is given, this part is correct. No, wait, it says the world around us. We say in the last paragraph the construct of the real world around us. Construct means something that the society designs or the society gives a meaning to. That is a construct. It's not the real thing, right? So, for instance, gender is a construct. So, the world around us would mean the real, concrete, physical world around us and not the construct of that world, not the perception of that world. So, this therefore becomes problematic right in the beginning. And that is why these egos are not met in the scientific world picture. So, the author says that they are not met in the scientific world picture, the egos, because it is itself that world's picture and not the real world itself, right? So A becomes incorrect then. B. Conscious egos are not found within the scientific world picture because the construct of the world itself is produced by their partial overlapping. Now, this actually joins these two very important ideas of the paragraphs and presents them. See, so the paragraph says this that it is not met anywhere within the scientific world picture, right? Because they are themselves that world picture. The construct of the world is that world picture, and that itself is produced by the partial overlapping of various private egos, various private consciousnesses. So this is something that matches the paragraph very closely. Let's have a look at the other options also. The multitude of conscious egos overlap, fine, to produce a world picture that is not scientific. Have I said this? That this world picture is not scientific. I am saying that it is not met in our scientific world. I am not saying that it is an unscientific picture, not scientific. So this is distorted clearly. Option D. It is paradoxical that the construct of the scientific world around us is an intersection of the multitude of overlapping private conscious egos. This is not the paradox that is there in the paragraph. The paragraph says what is paradoxical is that there are so many conscious egos, the world, however, is only one. That is what the paragraph says. So this is not the paradox that is given in the paragraph, and that is why this is again distorted, we could say, and eliminated. So B, Bangalore is the answer. Overall, a moderate to difficult question because of the language and because of the fact that you really needed to understand the options as well, right? Once you understand them, you can eliminate easily.